A salute to YouTube. Good day, YouTube, and welcome to another Tits Beer Bong 420 beer review. I had to salute YouTube because I was just about near the end of my review here, and then the screen left. It said something went wrong and I had to reconnect and lost that video. Okay. We're drinking a fall seasonal beer here that comes from the GRB, the Grand River Brewing Company. They're out in Cambridge, Ontario. And this weekend I'm going to be out near that way, Kitchener-Waterloo with some people. Because if we go, we're going to do the Oktoberfest and check out the farmers market and maybe stop off at one of their liquor store locations. Because I've had this one before. They're like really big and they got like a really cool selection of beers that get sent to them and stuff. So maybe I'll have some cool stuff, future reviews. So what we have here is their HighBaller Pumpkin Ale at 5.2%. Water, barley malt, pumpkin, hops, and spices. Videos be up by now if YouTube didn't up. But the HighBaller, when I poured it to the light, it wasn't nearly as red as some of those pumpkin beers. It was more like an ambery fall, orangey color with redness, right? And then in front of the camera, it looked really dark, but to you guys, but to me, it was like a pale color with just a small little one finger head. And there was some carbonation, as there still is. From the bottle, I could just smell in the air a little bit of vanilla, and that's all I smelled to the nose. The glass when I smell it. Um, I get vanilla and little bits of like a pumpkin pie kind of taste, but everything's light there. They use the Amarillo and Liberty hops in this one, and it's a pale ale malt profile, but it's supposed to be in this style of like a pumpkin-y ale, or I mean, it's supposed to be like the style of a pumpkin pie. But when I drink it, at first, it's this beer where it's like a medium-bodied profile. You feel some heaviness from the hops. You feel the carbonation bounce around on your tongue a little bit, and it's a little bit of like a water or like a poppy kind of ale. And it takes about 5 to 10 seconds of that with nothing seeming pumpkin about it, and then all of a sudden the flavors just come creeping in very smoothly and lightly, where it's like mainly vanilla, but you do get other aspects that would equal pumpkin pie, but just like lightly. And it feels like the clothes do scratch the throat a little bit with this one too. And I mean, I'm a fan of the fall seasonal like pumpkin beers and all that. And I like the pumpkin ales, good idea and what have you. And it's got like a light and like it's kind of sourish with that somewhat like a pumpkin puree kind of taste. I did have some real pumpkin earlier today, but it doesn't taste anything like that. And I mean, I'm getting to review quite a bit more pumpkin beers lately than before, and it's like as much as I love the style, I'm not giving them these super high ratings because I haven't really drank one yet that just blow me the fuck away or anything. Because the original video that fucked up, YouTube's fault. Um, I think I only gave it maybe about a 4.7 or 4.8. Because may not be the worst one I've had yet, but it's definitely not the best one I've had. And I mean, just I'm a big, huge fan of the style, but there hasn't been one that just blew me away yet. So this is 5.2%, and again, it starts off nothing like a pumpkin beer. You got the carbonation bouncing on the tongue a bit. Then it's like this kind of like pop or sweet ale kind of taste. Then it's medium bodied with like the hops we felt. Excuse me. And then about 5, 10 seconds later, smoothly it's creeping in. Pumpkin pie tastes lightly with vanilla, but the vanilla is what's the heaviest flavor noticed. Outside of like the sour pumpkin, slightly real pumpkin taste, I guess. Pumpkin or pumpkin pie, whatever it is. And it feels like the clothes might scratch the throat a bit there, because it's a tad little scratchy. So yeah, we'll go for either 4.7 or 4.8. It's good. I like every pumpkin ale I've had so far, but this is not one of the better ones. It's different, and it's GRB, the Grand River Brewery's HighBaller pumpkin ale, 5.2%. Still nothing wrong about it. But will there ever be a pumpkin ale that just wows and blows me away? Like style overall does, but will one be like, this is the shit? Stay tuned to the channel. If I have any more to review, we'll see what they are. Thanks.